All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the feet.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. Ah, yes, the sweet science. This guy could have been a professional boxer, probably a world champion if he so chose. He loves the MMA game, but his boxing is certainly his bread and butter.
I mean, a guy that was on par to make an Olympic team, and that is in one specific skill set. When you reach that level, when you're winning the national championship, and you're about to go to the Olympics, but you choose a different avenue. You decide you want to fight mixed martial arts. It's truly something special. He has the most educated jab I have ever seen in the octagon. He throws the jab. It always comes back to the face. It never goes to the hip. And if you rush him, he has an ability to switch stances from conventional to southpaw and land a great counter right hand that will put your lights out.
Better jab than your guy, Rosendo Sanchez?
Oh, it's unbelievable. He puts Rosendo Sanchez to shame.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a karate fighter, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 11 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Queens, New York, Uriah Hall. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 242 pounds. Fighting out of New York, Iron.
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fight.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready?
All right, so here we go as round 1 gets underway. 2 world-class level strikers here, and the expectation is we're going to get a kickboxing match here in the octagon.
Yes, we are going to get a striking match. One guy is very good at kicks. The other guy has unbelievable hands. Let's see what type of attack is going to win the battle of 2 great stand-up fighters.
Back to the jab now, no good. And he lands the knee to the body now. Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one. Now going upstairs with the left hook. Punches blocked.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Just misses with the jab there. Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there.
Good stick.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Nice counter left hook to the head. Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. Oh, and a nice jab by him there, and that's going to give his opponent some problems if that keeps landing.
He's having a tough time getting his offense going because that jab is just stopping him every time.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
Caught the kick. Nice straight punch.
Just misses with the jab. And they separate. Just over 3 minutes to go. Oh, big damaging knees here to the bottom. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Uriah Hall. Uppercut lands for him. Back and forth we go.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Hall's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Oh, collar tie. Oh, he got absolutely bludgeoned. That's as good a combination as we have seen out of him here tonight.
The last time I saw a combination this good, it was Donald Cerrone beating up on Rick Story.
Spinning back fist. Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt.
Beautiful body kick. What does he do now that he's back in the clinch? Nice.
Oh, nice strike at distance there from Uriah Hall. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
What a tricky head kick.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be out. Oh! Meets a big knee.
He changes the angle, finds the right spot to land that punch to the head from the clinch.
Oh, huge block. All right, so a nice straight punch there after he caught the leg. He decides to punch out as opposed to going for any takedowns. Unable to connect there. Right on the button. .30 seconds now to go in round one. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC. Gets the elbow up into the target. That shot blocked by Hall.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver
They
down.
continue to exchange. The horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay, if you will.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
Listen, that was awesome. I need more of that. I want you to go out at the beginning of this round and be aggressive.
All right, here we go with our next round, and how about the striking display in that previous round? He found a lot of openings upstairs, and when we sat down with him on Thursday, he said this dude doesn't move his head, and largely that's how it's played.
That's exactly how he thought it would be, and it's exactly what he's seeing early in the fight. Opponent's not moving his head, and he's more than happy to connect over and over with those 1-2s. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Oh, hook to the head by Hall. Trying to establish that jab once again. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He landed that punch.
Oh! Busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Down into his mount.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Hall's lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Oh, that'll work. The ground and pound strike is good. Solid strike on the ground. Just over 3 minutes to go. Lands the grounded pound strike here. Under 3 minutes now to go round 2. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action.
Let's go, finish this, guys, come on.
Oh!
He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to
hold him. Yep,
There you go.
absolutely.
Ooh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arms. His arms are free to punch. He's collecting you with his hips and his legs, making you make a determination as to whether or not you want to get grounded, pounded in the mat, or if you're going to give your back up, where he will then start to chase choke.
A lot of energy expenditure defensively if you are the bottom fighter in this equation. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Gets up again here, but hurting. Single collar tie now. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Shot is blocked there by Hall.
Right under the elbow, the body kick lands.
Oh! Beautiful diving strike lands. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Hall. 15 seconds remain in the round. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Round 3 next.
Catch your breath, breathe, listen. You can do this now. he is ready to be out of there, okay? You completely rocked him.
All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
Ready? You ready?
Third round underway. Oh, nice check on the leg kick offering there. Wow!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, big left. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Both fighters back to their feet now. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit. One snapped the head back. The referee has seen enough. Winner by TKO.
He mercifully stopped the fight. A great stoppage and a great performance by this young man.
All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Bruce Buffer is here. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Uriah is calling a stop to this contest at 58 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout.
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion than he ever could have imagined.